The time is 6:07. Alex, Ashlyn, you said it earlier. I'm so thankful this fog is gone.
Yeah.
I know you are. Alex, what about you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, driving to work this morning, it wasn't a breeze because we still had rain to contend with when I was coming in about 3:45. And it was like just as I was getting here. So I was like running in the building while it was raining outside. I was like, man, if I had showed up like 10 minutes later,
you would have missed it.
I would have missed it. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's how it's going to go this morning. If you're seeing a shower, it's not going to last too terribly long. Looking over downtown, notice the roads are shiny, so they are wet. 59 the current number. Winds are calm as well. But considering it is February 1st, just after 6, these temperatures are very warm. And usually for any given February 1st, our average high is 60, 61, somewhere in there. Instead, this morning we got 59 in Roberta, 59 in Macon, 58 in Warner Robins, 60 in Gordon, 61 in Dublin, and 65 in McRae this morning. Here's a look at the fog map. As I was alluding to earlier, it would not surprise me to see if the fog expands through the next hour or so as we get closer to sunrise. Visibility now down to a mile in Milledgeville, 3 miles in Gordon. So we'll continue to watch this here over the next little bit. Out there on the radar picture, just a few sprinkles out there, talking about up in Monroe County, getting into Jones, down in Telfair, over towards Johnson County and Emmanuel County. Outside of that, we are dry across central Georgia. You look on the other side of the cold front, though, a much different story. Not only out in Texas, but over in Arkansas, parts of northern Mississippi, Tennessee, an ice storm going on out there. Remember Hunter Williams from a few years ago here at 13? He's working in Austin, Texas, and he's contending with an ice storm this morning. So be glad we are not out there. Instead, we're going to be looking at overcast skies through majority of the day. Maybe a little bit of sun later in the day in just a few spots. We're calling it mostly cloudy. Could see a patch of blue sky here or there, which is more than we had yesterday. So at least we got that going for us. Out the door tomorrow morning, we'll have scattered showers in and around central Georgia. And then into tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be talking about overcast conditions through majority of the day before widespread rain builds in by the time we get into the overnight hours, the evening and overnight hours, Thursday into Friday. There's 1 a.m. So great sleeping weather for Friday morning. You're not going to want to get out of bed Friday morning. Otherwise cooler on the back edge of the front as we get into the afternoon. High temperatures only in the 50s there on Friday. So the coolest stretch of the next 7 days is going to be beginning on Friday, lasting through the weekend. Into the weekend we go. We will be dry across central Georgia, just some off and on clouds through the weekend hours before we get into next week. And actually next week looks drier than this week. So another thing we got going for us. 19 above average days. January is in the record books. It was relatively warm January. It was also a very wet January. 8.74 inches of rain. In fact, I had a message earlier from somebody in Milledgeville. They cracked 9 inches of rain up there. So all in all, we more than doubled our normal rainfall in January, thanks to several days where we got more than an inch of rain. Here comes the 7-day forecast in a moment, but first today 68, the high temperature, a small sprinkle chance, winds out of the west-northwest 5 to 10. Now the 7-day forecast got 64 for the rodent day. Yes, meteorologists are protesting Groundhog Day tomorrow because we will forecast for the next 6 weeks as well. 80% chance of rain. That's going to come beginning Thursday night.